The Nittany Lions and the Buckeyes, a rivalry born of one side setting the standard and the other trying to climb the mountain. And we are on the cusp of dotting the I on a great clash in this one. Welcome to storied Beaver Stadium in State College, Pennsylvania. It's the Ohio State Buckeyes and the Penn State Nittany Lions. Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
I caught up with the Nittany Lions head coach before the game. His running back is getting better each and every week. He is devastating in the red zone, top 5 in the country in rushing touchdowns, and they believe he deserves to be in the Heisman conversation. Each and every week, he is showing the country why he is one of the best backs in the nation. I'll keep you posted if he's able to keep up this productivity, and the Heisman talk gets louder and louder today. Guys?
Holly, thank you. The Nittany Lions ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Ohio State Buckeyes offense will start this game off with the football. As the song goes, the Buckeyes like to fight that team across the field and show them Ohio's here. Penn State was painfully aware of that the last time these two faced off.
Yeah, and then you have the snarky media and everybody talking about it. This is what Ohio State does. They always beat Penn State. They beat them bad. They embarrassed them. I hope Penn State's ticked off and ready to roll.
There are a lot of guys on Ohio State that got a few extra helmet stickers the last time these guys played because they were making plays all over the field. Penn State's best players have got to play better in this one.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
And, David, we know when you're playing on the road how important it is to try and steal momentum early and quiet the crowd. You gash the defense with a run like that to pick up a big first down, that'll do it. And that's really a tone setter, I think, for this offense. And you're sending a direct message to the opponent. We are going to be physical, and we're going to try to run this thing down your throat.
And they got a chance to respond. And the crowd hopefully can get behind them and get back in it. The defense has got to do a better job. We got to stop the run. They got to tackle, get more hats to the football. This will be a challenge. They're going to run the football. They better be man enough to stop.
Makes the grab. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. 3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. Looking for a crease, it's Jackson. Got the first down. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Yeah, and a great job by the offensive line, seeing the blitz, picking it up, and then it's on the running back. Running back finds a hole, gets a little bit of a crease, makes a nice run out.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. From the gun, it's Jackson. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. Bush is ahead. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Well, they wanted to turn the page after losing their last game, so how about you come out in this one? On the opening drive, you march the field 75 yards and put 6 on the board. You can't start a game better than that.
And the extra point was good.
Number 96, set to kick off.
On the move from inside his 5. Finds his way up to the 24 before he goes out of bounds. The Nittany Lions offense will come out to go on the attack for the first time. And here comes Rocco back. Hit the portal, came over from Iowa State, and he's gotten himself right in the middle of the early Heisman race with his performance. Quarterback changing the play. Got a little space. He's got the first down. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. After a big gainer on that first play, now they can really go for it on 1st and 10. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. 6-yard pickup on 1st down, leaves them with 2nd and 4. Gets the back moving. Right back to the well. And he's brought down after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. And the Nittany Lions are marching down the field. Handoff for Peoples. Pass to 6. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19. They're in the red zone.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
The Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. They'll send the back in motion. Look out! Gets rid of it. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
Really good job by the defense, understanding the quarterback got outside the pocket. Now I got to understand where he's at. Now the middle of the field starts to come towards where he's scrambling. The other side of the field comes to the middle of the field. Great job by the defense, understanding the quarterback was pressed outside the pocket.
Fake to the back, wants to throw it. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Just had to get rid of it.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on 2nd down. Likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing.
And we talked to the coaches coming in, right? Like, they knew they were going to see the option. But the speed is so much faster in the game, and the offense does a really good job getting it to the pitch man pretty quickly, making that read and making a play early in this football game.
He will be stopped short of the line to gain, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Hey, if you're going to go for it on 4th down, if you decide to run the football, you've got to be sure up front that you're going to win in the trenches. They didn't get it done that time. They need to be more physical moving forward. They're going to try to do that again in the same type of situation in this game.
Sayin on the play action. Lost the defense, he's wide open. And he's down at the 41. That's a 1st down.
That's a great job getting the 1st down by that guy. He's a big-time weapon. He's got the speed. He's got everything you look for in a wide receiver. And it's funny, you think about Ohio State football. Back in the day, Woody Hayes running the ball 3 yards in a cloud of dust. But recently, they've been recruiting playmakers at the receiving position because this offense has changed. It's now up-tempo. They're now throwing the ball vertically down the field. And they've had so many guys go in the 1st round in recent years. This dude right here fits that mold to a T. Love watching this guy play.
Here's Julian Sayin to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a 1st down.
When you can run routes like this big guy, you can line him up in the slot. You can give him some extra space to work and just let him find the open holes over the middle of the field. It's a good idea to line him up in different spots to help him out, but he's a big part of this passing game. You saw why there.
Dropped immediately. He got nothing on 1st down. They don't need a bunch on 2nd down. Got him on the RPO. and he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
Lined up in the gun on third down, Saying, trying to make magic with his feet. He hits the slide, and he's got enough to convert that third down.
That's the danger as a defense when you blitz this guy on third down. If you don't get him to the ground right away or someone's out of a gap, his scrambling ability can hurt you, and that's exactly what happened. He saw open field, he took off, and he was able to go get the first down.
They get him off his feet after a pickup of 5 down to the 25. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The give to the back. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Great team defense on that run ahead. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Dumps it to the back. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Nice job rallying there by the defense. That's a play they needed to make. They're trailing. It's still early. Lots of football to be played, but that was an important down and distance in this one early.
He got it, and that lead grows even bigger.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. At the end of that play, there is a Nittany Lion still shaken up and down on the field. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
On the option. Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. Picks up the ball and tries to make something of it.
Man, those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
He's past the sticks. They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. The Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. Sends it back in motion. Here's a give to Peoples. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
And I think this is the key in this game, man. These rivalry games, it's about passion, it's about emotion. And coming to this game, we saw him. Last week, man, he had over 100. Last year in the blowout, he was a non-factor. He's got to be the catalyst in this game. You can't have a repeat of...
Caught, and he's got room. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback. Quarterback, what do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
The fake wants to throw. Moves to his right. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Man, you get more and more hits on the QB like this right there. More and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right. That's winning. He's going to start to see ghosts. He'll start to panic. He'll start to speed up that process.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Trying to get the corner. The pitch. He never had a chance, never came close to converting that 4th down. Great job by this defense. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8. These two Blue Bloods really didn't become rivals until Penn State joined the Big Ten in the early 90s. We really sense that Ohio State has been a bit of a measuring stick for Penn State.
I think we always talk about Penn State. We talk about winning the big games, and how do they play against Ohio State, a big rival. Palmer, it seems like they're always there. They're always in the game, but do they find a way to break through and win this rival?
Yeah, it's always so close, too. You think back to Woody Hayes, and you think back to Joe Paterno. For years and years and years, when these two...
Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
On the play.
Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. Let's take a look at the numbers, and they have jumped out to an impressive start. They love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Out wide left, it's Jackson. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And they take it in for 6 more points. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
And that's why this running back is so dangerous. It's not...
And it's blocked. He's got a chance to take this one back. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they capped the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. And he takes this from inside the 5. He's out of bounds at his own 15-yard line, looking for running room and couldn't find much on that return. The Nittany Lions will get things going as their offense heads out to the field. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that 1st down. You can see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Looking for the edge. Now the pitch. And he's knocked down, but not before he picks up enough for the 1st down. The Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Takes the handoff, it's Hansen. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. These guys have taken some serious lumps in Big Ten play, and I want to see if they've become demoralized.
Yeah, I think you're going to find out a lot about their mental toughness here in this game because at the start of the season, they were hoping to compete in Big Ten play. They've had some bounces not go their way. They've had some guys get injured. And now is the time in this game right here that you can turn it around by getting a win.
And it's hard. Obviously, such a difficult conference. The Big Ten, you got to bring your A game so many times or else you do get beat. You've had some setbacks. Now, how are we going to finish? Now, we've talked about this season. We've talked about what we want to do, and we might not be living up to expectations, but we can control finishing strong.
Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
Still looking to his right. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
As a defense, you get so excited with those 3rd down stops, and you throw the fist in the air, right? Forcing the 4th down, but you got to stay on your P's and Q's with this offense because they've already shown you that they're going to go for it.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Pulls it. He'll pitch it. On the move is a 30. There he goes. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment. The Nittany Lions moving quickly to the line. Going to the run, it's Hansen. And he's in! Touchdown, Penn State! Getting set for the point after. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. So a drive there of 85 yards, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Throw it, say it. Left side is Smith, and he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick six, so nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
All right, this quarterback is going to have to start playing with a clock going off in his head. He knows he cannot hold on to the football too long. With players like that, we're getting after him.
I thought white noise was supposed to be relaxing. This is deafening on third down. Using his legs, it's Jackson. And he's going to come out just a tad short. Needed to get the ball to the 35, and they'll mark it at the 34. And the Buckeyes will try to pin them back with the punt. Puts a boot to it. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week. Only called on twice. He gets a block. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. Penn State's offense comes onto the field ready to start the drive. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Breaks into the open. At the 30. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. And the Nittany Lions just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Keeps it himself. Rides the option, he keeps it. Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work.
Hey, you know what's really easy? It's easy to say, hey, quarterback, run out there, pitch off of that guy, and now your running back gets to go play one-on-one with somebody else. It's got to all work timing-wise, and the defense did a great job flying up, nowhere to go, make the play, make a quick decision, and you get the fumble and recover in the backfield.
I'll tell you, when you've got a tight end like this, it makes it a lot easier calling pass plays on first down, even if the defense is in zone coverage. He did a really good job there, working his leverage, finding the soft spot, and making it an easy completion.
And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Say it. Fires to the big fella. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. Second and short now after that completion. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Quick spin on the ride. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
He's got it on the right. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
I'll tell you, the offense might be setting up a shot down the field here. You might see them later fake the wide receiver screen and see if they can hit a tight end or another receiver running up the boundary. Keep your eye open for that.
They get him on the ground at the 37, but give him 15 yards on that chunk play, and they'll move the chains. The Buckeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. Running inside, it's Jackson. They're trying to send a message with this running game. He stopped after a pickup of 4 to the 33. Offense gets set for 2nd down. RPO complete. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. The Buckeyes go back to work after moving the chains through the air. The pull and throw off the RPO. Trying to hit him with a quick game on 1st down, and nothing doing there. They've got a really good drive going, but a little speed bump here at 2nd and 13. They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. Oh, he's got some space. He'll be pulled down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line as they play a little pitch, catch, and run. And the Buckeyes trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Running the red zone, it's Jackson. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Buckeye! He's doubled his touchdown output for the season in this game. 3 of his 6 have come in this one. They'll try to add another to their lead. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
They make fun of kickers saying they don't have to worry about contact, but they do in situations like that. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute and you've got to lock in.
Handoff for Peoples. And he's got enough for the 1st down. It'll be at the 35.
Man, they have got a weapon in this offense right there at running back. This dude is tremendous. You think about Franco Harris, you think about Kajana Carter, Curtis Enos, Saquon Barkley, time and time again. Penn State running backs wearing defenses down. This guy is a problem, and this defense better find a way to slow him down.
They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35. On the option. Now the toss. And he's swallowed up immediately, stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting.
Snags it, and he's open. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down.
This slot receiver is a guy that defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. Fires to the tight end. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down.
Listen, at this point, the end of the 1st half, you're trying to generate some points. 1st downs are the most important thing. So a really good job there converting on that 3rd. I love the decision by the quarterback. You kind of wonder, though, are they going to want to be a bit more aggressive and maybe start taking some more shots and attack?
Unloads to the wideout. What a job to lay out and make the catch. The Nittany Lions headed quickly to the line.
Man, I love the catch radius on this guy. If you just put it somewhere near his body, he's going to be able to reel it in. That was a phenomenal job, showing you his athleticism and also his concentration, making that outstanding grab.
Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. The play fake.
And the defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get two bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
Timeout taken here by the Nittany Lions. That'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. He's changing the play. Here's a give to Peoples. Could be an alley. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown at least for now. And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right, and maybe the other team does. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go into halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
And they tacked on the extra point. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Holly, what update do you have for us?
Guys, here on the Buckeyes sideline, this has turned into a ground attack. Both teams able to run the ball, but they want to answer right now, see if they can continue to get some momentum. But keep in mind, they also want that passing attack to come alive. We'll see what they're able to do right here on this drive. I'll keep you posted on how things develop here on the sideline. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Quickly to the tight end. Hey, we're getting close to halftime, and it looks as if the big fella wants to be all over the highlights.
Goodness gracious, he is open. Well, when he leaves the huddle, apparently he's open. A ton of catches already early in this ball game. They are featuring him and finding him.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Straight ahead, it's Jackson. Not a lot of room to work. He made sure that football was secured. It'll be third down. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Fellows, we are beginning to see a little separation in the standings. The Week 5 edition of our update show. We get right to it with Indiana taking on the Illinois Fighting Illini.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Holly, what are you finding out about the latest on this injury?
Guys, catching up with the Nittany Lions head coach at the half. Although he did not have a full update, he did tell me their running back will not return to this game. They are continuing to evaluate him for a lower body injury. They would not say exactly what it is. Let's hope it's not serious, but he is definitely out for the start of this second half. Back to you.
All right, Holly. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll run out of the gun, James Peoples. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
He's brought down immediately and barely got it back to the line of scrimmage.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
On play action. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Well, the defense knew coming into the second half here, they were going to have to crank up the pass rush, right? They've got the lead. They're going to be seeing this quarter.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. Snaps it, and he has to have it. They're going to get him for a safety. Tried to make something out of nothing and still got stuck for the 2. After giving up that safety, they'll have to boot it away and give it right back to them. Searching for space.
The return is brought down at the 33, and the Ohio State offense will take over.
Working the sidelines, Holly Rowe. What do you have, Holly?
Here on Ohio State's sideline, there is so much energy down here on the sideline. This running back has been on fire. They expected a big performance from him today, and he has delivered, just going over 100 yards already in this game. I expect them to continue to feed him the ball. I'll keep you posted from down here on the sidelines. Guys, back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. They give it to him again. Across the 45. Turning it on! This defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26. After that huge play, they've now got it inside the 30. It's 1st and 10. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Complete. Pickup of 5 is now 2nd and 5.
You know, and that's why this guy can play 1st, 2nd, and 3rd down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. They're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15. This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. Saying, trying to be heard above the noise. He caught it. And he will score! Touchdown, Ohio State! They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
And the returner goes down. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency, David.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some 1st downs together. Get some good mojo going.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the 3rd quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. He'll toss it. See some running room. A sweet run gets it out to the 30-yard line, and that can really jumpstart a drive.
And, man, he really hasn't been the problem today. How about that? He's rushed for over 100 yards, another big chunk play on the ground. They've continued to be able to run the football well, but here now in the second half, you've built yourself a deficit. I wonder how many more runs they got in them. They got to open this passing attack up and make some big plays.
The Nittany Lions will snap it on 1st and 10. Using his legs, it's Wallace. Didn't even get started. He'll be dropped for a loss of 3.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
Looking for room at the 40. Just what they needed, an explosive play in the running game, and they're out to the 49-yard line before he goes out of bounds. Not much can impose your will on a defense like popping a big run.
Especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more physical. They're more physical up front in the trenches, and this running back and his ability to break tackles, that is just so demoralizing for this defense.
And obviously trailing in this football game now in the second half, this is exactly what they talked about at halftime. We've got to create some explosive plays in the passing game. They're going to need a lot of this, and the defense is fully aware that they're going to throw the football. But that's a great start to this second half.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. Here's Peoples one more time. And he stopped, brought down at the 18. It'll be enough for the first down. The Nittany Lions kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Escapes the pressure to his right. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nice job by the quarterback trying to buy time and scrambling to the right, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Moves the pocket. It's Beck. Rushes on. And it's a sack.
This defensive end is an animal. He already has 2 sacks, and we're only in the 3rd quarter. I'd move him around a little bit more defensively so that the offense has no idea where he's lining up. Because right now, man, he is feasting.
Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's 3rd and long from the 28. Trying to get the corner. He'll try to get to the marker himself. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose.
And I'm not going to say this one's over, man, but once you start to get in the 3rd quarter and you've built this big of a deficit, every possession means so much, and you can't give them away, and they do. And they give it away with the fumble, and now they're going to really need this defense to bail them out, to make some plays, to force a turnover, maybe even score because they've built a good deficit.
Play fake, Julian Sayed makes the grab. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down.
Man, they've been scoring a lot of points. When you've got the skill and you've got the speed outside a wide receiver, that's why. And here we are in the second half, and nothing's changing. If they can't cover us, we're going to keep taking shots, and that's what you got to do. This quarterback right now, he's in a beautiful rhythm. He's seeing the field. The game looks slow to him right now, and he's executing at an incredibly high level. And these receivers outside, man, they are winning each and every time.
2nd and long here. The corners are walked up tight. Off play action. Tight end finds a soft spot. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Pulls it and fires to the left. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. The Buckeyes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Here's Sayin to throw. He's looking deep. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Motion from the back. Picks his way ahead. He'll get 5 out to the 17-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Gonna run it. It's Hansen. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down. The Nittany Lions want to move quickly.
Really nice run there, picking up the first down. Now they're right back up to the line of scrimmage, ready to go again.
Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
There he goes. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down. And he's now over 150 yards on the ground, and Penn State has had so many great backs. This guy fits right in.
Fits right in. Just big, physical guys. They give them the ball. You know exactly what you're going to get. They can make some plays, and they build their team around the running back spot.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down, make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
They are ready this time. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and after that big run, the defense answers. When you play receiver for this guy, you better be ready to catch the football. He spread it all over the place through the first 3 periods. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Handoff for Peoples. Crosses the 30, he's got away. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
Dropping back, it's Beck. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. The defense sort of herds this quarterback out of bounds short of the line of scrimmage for a loss.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to opposing defenses, but that has not been the case in this game. Here we are late. He's still under pressure, taking a sack there.
There to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble, but couldn't create anything there.
And this passing attack has not been great today. It hasn't found a way to manufacture those big plays and to scare this defense. And now, in passing situations, trailing, this is a tough spot.
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. Looking for the edge. He'll pitch it. Oh, what a move. Break. Got some room entered to the goal line. Knocked down, but he's got enough to move the chains and convert that 4th down.
And on that big 4th down play, when you absolutely have got to have it, they show a lot of confidence in their quarterback to make the right decision. The only guy that could get that ball in the option was the pitchman. That
touchdown, Penn State! And they take it in for 6 more points. On to attempt the try. And it's up and good. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. They still have work to do, trailing by 2 possessions here in the 4th. They'll line up for the onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Looking for a gap. It's Jackson. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
out wide left, it's Smith. Snags it, and there's running room. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Touchdown, Buckeyes! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late.
Salt into wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
And the returner will be brought down. The Nittany Lions will get things going as their offense heads out to the field. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers, David.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
And the Nittany Lions want to pick up the tempo. He is torching the defense, and Nittany Lions imposing their will. And the ball is free on the pitch.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep two hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
Pulls it. He'll toss it. And the fourth option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The Nittany Lions will line up to punt it away. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. Making his first move. There he goes. Open it up. Touchdown, Buckeye! And the punishment has been extended. Things a little more comfortable after that score and much, much closer to a win here in Week 5.
And that is one of the biggest plays of that young man's football life. The true freshman taking the punt to the house. If I'm the head coach and I watch that, I'm now trying to find ways to get this guy on the field offensively because he's got some special ability.
Penn State's offense comes onto the field ready to start the drive. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Keeps it himself. The option, he'll keep it. He's stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying it and have had very little success.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
Looking for a man. It's Beck. Escapes the pressure going right. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. That pass is incomplete.
And this game's starting to tick away for this offense. They're getting in desperation mode. They've got to be able to find a way to make plays in the pocket. It's not going to be the scrambles out wide. You need passing plays deep down the field. They've got to find some way to attack this secondary.
Oh, he's got some space. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
I have absolutely no problem with that call. 3rd and long, passing defense on the field. They sneak the option in. QB makes the right decision.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. On the option, he'll do it himself. And he's brought down, but he picks up the first down, and the gamble pays off.
You You can skin the cat a lot of different ways. You're just trying to get enough yards to pick up that first down. It's not the dive man. It's not the quarterback. He makes the right read, pitches it out, and he's just able to get enough to keep these sticks moving.
Still on his feet at the 45. Racing to the right. Touchdown, Penn State. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
This option play puts so much stress on a defense because if the pitch guy ends up getting the football, there's usually only one defender left to make the tackle. If that guy doesn't get him down, he's gone. And that's what you just saw on that play.
That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
And listen, you start to get desperate, right? Late in the game, it's in the fourth quarter. You know, I got to steal a possession somehow, some way, and you got to pull the trigger and kick an onside, something you feel good with. They tried. Unfortunately, they failed, and this game's going to get difficult now even more down the stretch.
They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
You got to be impressed by how you've seen this offense finish in this football game. They've been scoring points in the fourth quarter, just got a touchdown on their last drive, and there they rip off a big run. They are not letting off the gas pedal right now, and as a coach, you love to see that.
This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Timeout called here on defense, so they'll have a couple remaining in addition to the 2-minute stoppage to try to maximize time and get the football back. So they'll use a timeout here, one more remaining, and of course the 2-minute stoppage coming up as well. Third and long right here. Saying from the gun on third down. He's got it. He's going to be stopped a yard or two short of the 20. It'll bring up fourth down and decision time. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. He's already put 3 on the board earlier, this time a 38-yard try. Nestled just inside that right upright. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest of this way, and we looking pretty good.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, you can't be hanging your head just yet. This game's not over. This coaching staff is still evaluating their players. So if you're on the field right now, you've got to finish this game. You've got to try to prove something to them.
Well, the game is over, to be clear. They're not coming back. But I hear what you're saying. Keep fighting. Keep showing your coaches it matters. And maybe find something positive here late that you can build on for the weeks to come.
Listen, I'm not one for moral victories, and obviously they're trailing by a lot of points late in this game, and they are going...
Turns on the Jets. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42, and now this offense is clicking.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big game for the offense.
Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
And he had no option on that one. Defense ready for anything, and they stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that rep.
Well, a big key for this offense was getting the run game established, and this guy...
He can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. Trying to get the corner. Keeps it on the option. He'll be forced out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run.
Just really solid play by this offense. Nice job. Whatever the defense gives you the option, they're trying to make you wrong. The problem is, defensively, you got so much to cover. Nice chunk gain. Just remember, that quarterback can also stick his foot in the ground, get north-south, and make plays too.
He'll be knocked out of bounds after picking up a few. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the fourth down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. Looking for the edge. He'll toss it. Dragged to the ground, but not before. He's converted the fourth down to keep the drive going.
And you kind of thought in that situation QB might keep it, but makes the right read. Gets it to the pitch man, and what does he do? Gets downhill. Get downhill and get that first down. New set of downs. Nice execution on the option by this offense.
He's wrestled to the ground. They ran the option beautifully, and they pick up the first down. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Peoples again. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Penn State! Lining up to add another.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
Time is against them. Still down by 2 scores, but they'll line up for the onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
Well, they got their hands team out there for a reason, and that's why in these situations you put receivers, tight ends, and dudes that can hold on to the football, knowing that, hey, all we got to do is recover this onside kick, and David, we win the game.
And man, this is such a low percentage play, right? Like, it's so hard to kick an onside and actually have it bounce correctly and go right. You're right, they put the right players on the field. They didn't get the good bounce, and this one's over.
They say